Just a quick one, guys, before we do get into today's video. We have officially joined the platform X, so do follow us for more Liverpool content. In celebration of us joining the platform, we are giving away a brand new Liverpool third shirt, and all you need to do to enter is like the giveaway post, repost it, and follow the page. The winner will be announced next Monday. So do follow us by going to the username LFCnews123456 or going down into the link in the description. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, we're 3,000 subscribers away from the big 50,000 mark, so if you haven't already hit the big red button, please consider doing so, and in return we'll keep you on the straight and narrow with everything with regards to Liverpool Football Club, because this next couple of weeks is going to be very, very busy for the football club. Now today, guys, I haven't really got any news for you as such. I'm just going to be a bit more creative, and we are going to be discussing Liverpool transfer news. I know things have been very disappointing over the last sort of couple of days with regards to sort of transfer targets, and it just seems like there is an update every single hour with regards to this transfer saga, and in the Liverpool camp, most of which are all negative. Now, in today's video, as I said, I want to try something a bit different, and I know there's loads of different names sort of floating about within the sort of Liverpool sphere of players that we are linked to. One thing we know for certain this transfer window, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to be signing a defensive midfielder and a centre-back, or maybe two other midfielders. So as I said in a recent video, I did go through some players loosely. I did just drop names. But today I'm going to do a breakdown and go through 10 defensive midfielders that we could realistically sign this summer, now that Romeo Lavia and Moises Caicedo are off the cards. So starting with our first one, as I said, we'll go through these, but starting with the first one, and that of course is Jurgen. Now, Jurgen is 23 years old, plays for Crystal Palace. He's been linked for a long period of time to the football club, and they kind of just came around in July, a name who lasted for a couple of weeks. It was in the sort of reputable journalists' mouths for a little while. He was there till July, and then kind of disappeared really since sort of Romeo Lavia came back onto the scene. In terms of a player, of what he could do, he's a player that is very reminiscent of Fabinho and is a Premier League proven player at the sweet spot of an age where Liverpool have history of doing good business. Unlike some names on the list, Jurgen is capable of slotting straight into the side from day one without the need for a bedding in period, which could be invaluable with the time constraints we have imposed on ourselves. But in terms of a transfer that would make sense, I would probably give this a rating of 8 out of 10. Now, the next man is Andre. Andre is 22 years old, plays for Fluminense, and he has been linked to the club a lot. Maybe about 2 weeks ago, it was said that the club did put in a bid. As I said, he emerged as a strong contender for the Reds as talks to bring Lavia to Anfield continue to stall. However, any potential move hinges on Fluminense's progress in the Copa Libertadores, with the second leg of their quarter-finals scheduled just hours before the English transfer deadline, and the club understandably are reluctant to sell beforehand. In terms of how good he is, it is difficult to assess his ceiling given the standard of his current league. It does currently fall well below the Premier League. He does, however, possess all the natural qualities required and could complement a Lavia signing nicely. I know we're not getting Lavia, but could complement a kind of signing like that. But arriving alone would be unlikely to represent a sufficient business. Like, if we just got Andrea in this transfer window and that was it, then I don't think it would be enough. The next player is Kamara. Yes, Boubacar Kamara, who currently is 23 years old and plays for Aston Villa. There have been a few strong links to the Frenchman before, but Liverpool could certainly do a lot worse than signing this player. In terms of how good he is, Kamara is a mainstay in an improving Aston Villa side that many are tipping to challenge for European places this season again. He arrived from Marseille with a big reputation, and he's adapted well to life in England, which would stand him in good stead for a move to Anfield should we make a move. The next one, Manu Kone. This guy doesn't need any introduction. 22 years old, plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Well, he has been linked so many times before, of course, back in May. However, sustained a knee injury in the under-21s Euro Championships. In terms of how good he is, Manu Kone was one of the important part of France's under-21 Euros campaign prior to his setback, and certainly is a player that would improve this Liverpool team and would fit that position and would be a like-for-like for Romeo Lavia almost. Ibrahim Sangar, 25-year-old, plays for PSV, and to the Liverpool fans just looking on social media, this player is probably the one that is the favourites amongst fans. In terms of have we been linked to him before, well, I remember making a video about him, not last season, the season before, when we were linked to sort of too many, and as I said, Liverpool, how I said to have scouted the player before and is capable of making an immediate impact on Merseyside. In terms of how good he is, he typically profiles a deep-lying midfield role, and is thought to be valued at around £30 million. Nottingham Forest have previously shown interest. He is a direct in his approach and would become Liverpool's second oldest midfielder if he joined, so he would bring in with some invaluable experience while still having plenty of miles still left on the clock. Florentino Luis. Now, he's 23 years old and plays for Benfica. Florentino Luis was touted as a midfield option earlier this summer, but there has yet to be a formal approach from Liverpool, of course. In terms of how good he is, Liverpool have had plenty of joy from poaching players from the Portuguese league, and this could be another player that does tick those boxes. The Portuguese midfielder is tall and possesses a lot of similar qualities to Fabinho, which is not a bad thing given that he is effectively the player the Reds are looking to replace. Tyler Adams. Now, this one kind of does look like it is not going to happen because Bournemouth have triggered a release clause. However, there is stalls, and if it's between Bournemouth and Liverpool, and if Liverpool were to submit a bid for him, then you better believe that Tyler Adams would be choosing Liverpool. Now, there were rumours of interest 2 summers ago, but it was Chelsea who made contrary strides in this pursuit, and now, of course, Bournemouth. In terms of how good he is, well, he is good for the price being touted. He's a £20 million release clause, and certainly a bargain within the sort of transfer market is Premier League proven. He is currently sidelined, though, with an hamstring injury, and there is no date for his return, but his awarding of a USA captaincy demonstrates the high regard in which he is held on the international stage. Coop Miners. Now, this is another option. 25 years old, plays for Atalanta. We've obviously been linked to him before, loosely. And as I said, we have been pretty much linked to every midfielder within Europe. So, yeah, it doesn't thing me. In terms of how good he is, he offers a physical presence and can play in a number of different positions across the midfield. The Dutchman is capable of breaking up play while also providing a threat going forward, both of which could be hugely useful for the Reds as they seek more goals from the middle of the park. He has all the experience and qualities needed to make a fast start to life at Liverpool, which could become an imperative trait with the season already underway. And then my final one is Martin Zubimendi. 24 years old, plays for Real Sociedad. He has played under former Liverpool player Xabi Alonso, but there were very few palpable links to Liverpool as far an actual transfer is concerned. He was managed by the Liverpool guy, the former Liverpool player in Real Sociedad's B, and in terms of how good he has one senior cap for Spain on his CV, which is no mean feat given the depth of the quality in that midfield. At 24-year-old, he could be primed to take the next big steps in his career at a top European side. He is excellent at winning his individual battles and possesses a keen eye for creative pass through to the forward players. So yeah, there you go. There's some players that we could realistically make a move for this summer. Not to mention probably Valverde as well, which again I just do feel like is unlikely given he plays for Real Madrid. But certainly a player that obviously has been linked to us before. But look, we need to get this situation under control over the next sort of couple of days, I do think, before match day 2 against Bournemouth. And as I say, it's very important that we get some players in through the door, especially in that position. As I said, we aren't ready. We could see the glaring issues at the weekend against Chelsea, that we need a good quality addition in that defensive midfield role imminently. But Liverpool fans, just a bit of fun, a little bit of a breakdown at players that we could realistically sign. Do any of those whet in the appetite? Do let me know your thoughts down there in the comments section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, remember we have joined X, so do follow our profile. We're giving away a Liverpool third shirt. All you have to do to enter is like the giveaway post, repost it, and follow our page. The winner will be announced next Monday. I'm also looking for people to join the LFC News team, particularly as sort of Twitter admins, or ex-admins as it's called now. People that live and breathe football, live and breathe Liverpool, should I say, sorry. I want you to join us. So do DM me there on the Twitter account, and we can see if you can join the team. Anyway, guys, thank you, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.